Literally, Nick is a G. Through Nick, I'm meeting so many people. And in the first week, I closed 7 deals. One day, turn on my emails, 22 book calls in one day. It has been absolutely ridiculous the past couple months.
Today I'm sitting here with Keegan. Keegan is 19 years old on a new client interview. Big boss, do you want to do a little introduction?
Yeah, well, I've been on the grind, let's say, for honestly not as long as you probably expect. It has been absolutely ridiculous the past couple months. You'd like me to go into kind of like the little backstory?
Yeah, bro, go into the backstory. Tell me. Tell the
Dude.
juice to the guys because you've been absolutely fucking crushing it.
So, imagine 2 months ago, from today, I had 0 sales calls, 0 revenue, literally nothing going for me. It's like all the doubts, like why am I doing business? Like maybe let's get a job, like that kind of thing, right? And literally, one day, turn on my emails, 22 book calls in one day. Next day, 16 book calls, and then I was like, whoa. I can't even take any more calls on my calendar. People complaining I had no slots in my calendar. I had to turn off the system because I had just too many appointments. And in the first week, I closed 7 deals. I had a 10.5K day. Absolutely.
Cash, not rev, cash.
Yeah, I don't know if people do like rev and stuff, bro. Literally, I don't care about that, bro.
Contracting.
Yeah.
It's just cash.
Right, I do month to month, I don't know.
Exactly, it's fine.
Yeah, bro. 10.5K collected in one day, cash. And within the first month, I made 42.5K, which is fucking bonkers. It's actually crazy.
Now he's chilling here with us in Greece. Bro, it's fucking absolutely insane. But it's very important because it's not luck. There's not, there's luck involved in business always, I feel like, right? It's a combination of time, it's a combination of efficiency, a combination of speed. But what did your situation look like before? Like, why did you change and why were you able to generate these results in such a short fucking time span? For all the people watching right now, because they are in that situation right now. They're not Keegan, they're probably not 19 years old, maybe they are. And they're absolutely not chilling in a fucking villa in Greece right now.
I will say there's literally one thing. And I was one thing, whatever, quite cringe and cliche, but...
It's always the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, always cliche. However, one thing that genuinely, till this day I stand by it, changed the entire state of the business, entire state of my mindset, everything. And the one thing is literally just the network. Holy fuck. The network is insane. Now imagine, right? You could speak to yourself in a year's time who's way more successful, making way more money, etc. And he can tell you exactly the next step you're supposed to take. Well, you can do that, not with your future self, but people who've already gotten it, literally at your fingertips. People can literally save you not just days, can save you months, if not years of your life. Give you the exact solutions, not just, let's say, skip from 1 to 10. They can not only tell you what the roadmap is, why it's like that, give you all the knowledge, and you literally save.
You can literally
your time.
pay for speed. And when you pay for speed, you get efficiency, you get a network, you get a beautiful villa in Greece, and that's the reason why. It's just insane, bro. And I completely agree with that. Like, people cannot see the effect of investing into the right mentor, investing into the right person, investing time into creating and building up your network with the right friends, the right people, the right business owners, entrepreneurs in the space we are operating in right now. They cannot see the benefit of that. And I feel like that's absolutely one of the most, the biggest leverage activities that you can.
Literally 2 months ago, I knew nobody. It was literally just myself, my room, grinding away in the business, and now I'm here. It's just, and the network it's not like this thing needs to be grown over years. It can literally be built over weeks, if not months, with no problem at all.
What would you specifically say has been changed from the point when you were starting working with me? Like, what has changed in that perspective? What have you learned so far?
I'd say, first is a complete reset of your expectations, because you might think, 10K a month, 10K a month, so much money. But then when you get to kind of place with these kinds of guys, you realize 10K is like bare
Exactly.
minimum. Really only 10K. And it might sound cocky.
Actually bare minimum.
Yeah, it might sound cocky, it might sound like arrogance, whatever, but genuinely, once you realize how easy it is, and once you see people who are making that kind of money, and you realize they're not very intelligent, respectfully not very intelligent, it really opens your mind to the possibilities that you can really, take over. The opportunities that are literally at your fingertips, just by being in a laptop every day for a couple of days or a couple of months, you can take advantage of it. So, first is that.
I agree.
Expectations, complete reset. Secondly is obviously through Nick, I'm meeting so many people. The network is building so quickly, and just from that, the possibilities and the money I can make from it. Literally, Nick is a G at content.
Well, I know certain people, and you got here, you met all these guys, and these guys can introduce you to other guys. It's just compounding effect. It's unlimited leverage.
Exactly. I think is you have a specific set of skills that I have no idea about. And just you offering a different perspective to me, even with booking appointments, even with content, especially with the personal brand, I didn't even remotely think about those things before.
What would you say is the third order consequences of all the things that you've achieved in business?
I say it teaches you a lot about yourself. So I guess one aspect is the kind of self-esteem part of it. And you can think, oh, if you make a ton of money, if you're, you know, in fucking Greece, you must like feel so good about yourself. But there are people literally making millions who can be depressed.
Desperate.
Exactly. So what I really see the value as is not how much you make, how much you've achieved. It's the ability to tell yourself you're going to do something and do it. If you constantly say, I'm going to go do this thing, I'm going to record this content, I'm going to do this outreach, I'm going to do whatever, and you don't do it, that is where you fail yourself, and that is where you feel absolutely horrific about yourself. It's not about what
Absolutely.
you've achieved.
No, absolutely. When you do the things that you tell yourself to do, you will also feel very extremely fulfilled. When you go to the gym and you don't want to go, but you still go, you come back, you feel fulfilled. You actually feel happy because you went to the gym and you did the thing that you needed to do.
Exactly. And also, I will say, business is not everything. Like, it is a pursuit that is extremely fun. You're meeting really great people all the time. You're constantly challenging
Opportunities,
yourself, opportunities,
Ideas,
etc.
growth.
But I will say, sitting in a room and grinding for 10K a month is all fun and all, but it's not the be all end all. And when you're meeting people who are on the same kind of trajectory, because one of the big issues I had at least is even in London where I've spent the past 3.5 years, the people there that at least I knew were just degenerates. They just smoke weed, drugs, etc., parties, and it's just not for me. And I was thinking there must be like 10 people in the world that are like me, right? But then you realize it's not. And that, again, another thing about network, I guess. But again, the guidance and the bouncing off ideas, etc., just like being around people that are like you, that have like-minded ideas, it's more valuable than what you'd even expect. So business is one part of it. Be able to tell yourself you're going to do something and actually doing it, whether it's whatever domain of life.
So
for
fucking
gym, for
important.
instance.
It's so important. It's like having respect for yourself.
Exactly. And I will say, even on the notes of meeting these kinds of guys, building relationships, can be friends, could be whatever with your family, etc. Building relationships is a huge component of life. And what better way to build relationships with people that are like-minded? And that's probably one of the biggest things, something like joining Nick, becoming one of his clients and coming to one of these client retreats. That's probably one of the most valuable things that I've gotten from it.
All right, so what would you say to somebody who is watching this video right now, who's on the fence or potentially working with me?
What I will say is that you can either pay with time or money, and paying with time is not guaranteed. Look, you can try doing the same thing for months and months and months and months and not know what the issue is, and then constantly struggle and feel like everything's going against you. But if you invest, honestly, a small amount of money, comparatively to how much value is coming from it, you can not only save years of your life, but now imagine you shorten a year of your life. You can make so much more money in that extra year you just gained, essentially. And not once have I ever regretted basically investing in myself like that. So there's absolutely no reason why I wouldn't take the leap.
Keegan, it was an absolute pleasure having you here, man. I appreciate the time that you took to be here today, and we're looking forward to work together for fucking years.
100%, bro. Make a fuck ton of money.